Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and a place some of the game's immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Nebraska's offense takes the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quickly complete. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake, trying to get to him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm throwing towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Nice move to stay on his feet.
I love this play call. There's an example of an offensive coordinator that's willing to attack every area of the field in a lot of different ways, using the jet sweep and using the speed of that wide receiver to get to the perimeter outside.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends just so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Finds a spot in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now on 3rd down after that run. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go straight.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it to the right. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ibuka. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Howard. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
14, Nebraska 7.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll run it from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Nebraska 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at this.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Nebraska 14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Takes the handoff. It's Judkins. At the 35, he's loose. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Ibuka. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Forced out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy?
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's first and 10. Dropping back, it's Howard. He's going to let it go. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first two quarters in Lincoln. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over.
Open runway ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but some... You're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Caught over the middle. It's Nair. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. That's a live ball. Defense has it. Running wide open down the gut of the field. 10. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35. Nebraska 17.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trying the left side. Puts him in the spin cycle. Across, he smashes his way through again. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Fedot. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Line getting set on second down. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Got a man. It's Nair. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen, the ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Going to the running game. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. And he tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. So loud it's rattling Dropping back, it's Howard. The sweet feet buy a little time. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. 3rd down play from the gun. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Pulls it in. It's Nair. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Scott. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the route is on.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, beat this.
Unleashes one deep. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this.
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are...
Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire to the left. And he intercepts it. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.